A year and a half ago, I told Matt Best I'd build him the most epic guitar I could possibly conceive.
We dumped some casings in a guitar.
Yes.
Then all the freedom.
Yes.
She's finally done. You're gonna love this one.
So the biggest immediate issue with this project is the fact that I've never built a guitar before. So like everyone else, I went and bought one in order to emulate it. So I used to dabble and play a little bit of guitar before football consumed every aspect of my life as a kid. And I've had a Gibson SG style guitar since then. I'm a big fan of this body style, and that's exactly what this is. So what we're gonna do is use this body to cast a mold, cast a casting, to then make a mold. No, yes. We're gonna use this body style in order to make our guitar body shape. Pretty much the same thing. So I gotta take this thing apart and then put it back together. It should be pretty rad. We're gonna tape off now. There's some integral holes here. We don't want any silicone getting inside of those. And then what we should be able to do is build a rough little shape and then pour our smooth on silicone to make our body. And then from there we'll get into this detail stuff while that all dries. We're just gonna use this as aluminum flashing and basically just make a little dam. Bada bang. So this is when some may say the rubber meets the road. And by road, I mean Randy Rhoads. Let's pour. All right, the mold's dry. The instructions say to give it a good pat down in order to release what's inside of it. So I'm so glad this didn't just spew out everywhere. What will we break today? Something's wrong. No, it's not. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The caulking didn't dry. But it did, but it didn't. It makes absolutely no sense. Come on. Ah, it's stuck in the tiny holes. Come on. Where are you sticking? Yes, 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 yes. All right, so our mold is looking slightly above average. Always the goal. So we're gonna glue it back down to something flat. Gotta do this in a controlled environment for the pour. So we're gonna go up to the office and pour this thing. Now it's time for the fun. We are now going to put these Never Shot polished 223 casings into the guitar. And let freedom pour.
We want to kind of work through a little bit of the details just to make it a little more custom. Let's tear this thing apart and see if we can't change some stuff. We ordered black tuning pegs because no one likes chrome. They're still wrong. So I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Muriatic acid, let them soak in that for a while, and then we're gonna use this Sculpt Nouveau slate black. It gives this kind of rustic, antique finishes.
So, while Sam and Jordan are ruining parts that are irreplaceable, I'm gonna build a case, because every guitar has to have a case. Let's mill some wood. All right, so we got all the parts cut, and I want to make it look a little bit more sophisticated, so we're gonna do box joints on the side. And I'm not talking the bullshit pinky up French sophisticated. We're talking fires, hammers, and lacquer sophistication. Yes, but first, box joints. Hey, Macarena. What's he running?
He's working on the back. Now it's time for the glue up. If you don't know, these are called space balls. They're just little rubber balls, they're squishy. You put them in when you're doing a floating panel. It gives it a little bit of resistance so that shaker style kind of inset panel doesn't rattle around as much. So as that wood expands and contracts, it kind of moves with it and keeps everything nice and tight. Because you don't want to glue in a panel like this, the box will just explode. Everybody will be sad. Space balls, great tip. Oh my God. Oh, dude. I just fucking swept. Now is the moment that I am the most terrified for. We have to take this box that we've spent many hours crafting and I have to cut it in half. I got this thing figured out. I marked a line all the way around it. So we have a 1/3 top, 2/3 bottom kind of job. And then we set the table saw with a little feather board so I don't f this up royally. We're gonna send this.
Sam did a great job getting the box for the case done. Him and Jordan had a good idea. We're gonna put the Black Rifle Coffee Bullseye logo on the top. So they're gonna get that set up on the board, and then we'll come back to start getting the inside ready for some fur. First time in this shop, we're working with fur. Let's get furry, squirrels. Fur foam and freedom, let's go. All right, so attempt number 1 on doing this did not go so well. It's poop. Sam went and picked up some better fur. The fur he got yesterday we're not gonna say what it looked like. So we're gonna give this another shot. We'll take a little bit of a different route. He also picked up this incredibly delicious beverage. I feel much more ready to go. Sam, are you ready?
Let's go!
If you want to be as ready as me and Sam are to go ahead and punch this project in the face, you can save 15% on ready to drink Black Rifle Coffee. Got a link down in the description. Let's go! Now that that's handled, we need to remake the interior of this guitar. We're gonna go with that little bit of a more furriness. I gotta recut some stuff. Different approach here. Back to the beginning, basically. Well, it doesn't look like as bad as the last fur. Like I said, I will not describe what it looks like. So yeah, we'll just keep working our way around. That went pretty awesome. Good call on the fur, Sam. Once again, the time is upon us. Let us spray. So we are finally dry, which means it is time for the demolding. Ooh. All right, all right. There's a lot of bubbles on this side. There's some bubbles. All right, well, damn it. So we gave this a good shot. All these boobles here This is just not up to snuff. We're not going to give this to anybody. So because of that, we got a new plan. I went ahead and invested in this hickamajiggy, a vacuum pot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put all of our casings in 3 liters of resin, put that in the pot, suck all the air out, and then try to degas as much of it as we can before we put it in the mold and hope that that helps with the bubbles that got captured in round 1. Never done this before. Go figure. Let's get squirrely. I will never enjoy sitting here for 5 minutes holding a mixer. Vacuum pot. Sam tested it in a very squirrely manner. Stick it in the hole, Sam.
Send it. Close the other valve.
I see a lot of Michael Bublé's in there. You can see a bunch of it's to the top.
Oh shit.
You were completely wrong.
We overhandled.
You sure did. Why the hell aren't the bubbles going away? Well, no one told me not to go full torque. What made you think as a child that I am, I wouldn't go balls to the wall opening that sucker up? Propane, gas grill, Freedom Burgers. We'll start a 5-minute timer. Shut up, Siri.
Okay, 25 minutes and counting.
No! Very exciting cinematography. We just farted the gas out.
That's technical.
All we have is, no time. Are you kidding me? You're going one at a time? I can't handle this. YOLO. Look at all the bubbles coming out. Pop, 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 the bubble, pop's a bubble fine.
So I can pay the big bucks.
Get a ladle for full freedom. Now hold it there, go lower. Closer to it. So. More resin up here.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my fucking nightmare. I'm your host, Sam Green. We put the top and side in as a floating panel. That side part isn't actually connected except by the ends. Matt is super strong, probably rip the thing in half if I don't make it right. So to fix the problem, this little wobbly that we got going on, there's the center support piece. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna put a couple screws in here and that'll help tighten this thing up. It's dry. Let's see if it sucks this time. It's better. So we made this one and it was terrible and we didn't like the way it looked, but we tested some finish on it. So we like the way it's shiny, but it looks terrible. This one looks less terrible, but isn't shiny. So we need to make this one look more like this one, but better, and this one. The back looks great. There's still some air bubbles in the front though. And this may be a horrible idea, but my only thing I can think to get rid of them is I drill them out this little Dremel bit and then go over it with a flood coat of epoxy. I really hope this works. This is the definition of getting squirrely. Why didn't I do a small scale test on this before I drilled 400,000 holes in Matt's guitar? It did the exact opposite of what I wanted it to. I filled another one. It's working. Have they ever made something this awesome? Huh, Gibson? Have you?
Now it's just time for routing a pocket in the back here and then final sanding finish. Should be able to get into assembly pretty soon. Really excited. I think it's looking awesome. Let's get to sanding. I wasn't puckered enough on this project. The next thing we gotta do is bore a massive hole for the electronics to go into it. Now we just gotta pray. This could go terribly wrong.
There's no coming back now. Let's plunge into this thing we've put no less than a dozen hours into and pray for the best.
We're gonna drill the holes for all the knobs. And then we'll drill these after we put finish on because these are a press fit and we're gonna wanna epoxy those holes. Now we just poke a couple holes through the front here. What could go wrong? Just holes in the front. So she's buffed, she's sanded, and she's about as good as I can get it by hand. Now we're gonna hit it with this 2-part guitar finish that we bought online. Fingers crossed. Let us spray. So we're looking pretty damn good. We are out of finish. The back I already buffed up decently, and it's nice and flat and glass smooth. So we're gonna do the same thing on the front here, 320, and then hand wet sanding for $17.
Pucker up.
Let's get this sucker put together. Kind of know what I'm doing, I guess. We're gonna start with these holes here for the bridge and then go up from there. Now we need to drill crazy holes. We went and got this stupid long drill bit. Essentially, everything could go wrong. Oh, this is... Never soldered anything before. Why not start with a guitar? That's not for me. Isn't it melting? I feel like that should not take that long.
We're gonna start by putting all this stuff back into here. I'll go over to the headstock, put this back together, and then we'll put the neck onto the guitar. I don't think anyone here knows how to play guitar, but we'll try to make noise out of it. Let's go.
What's up, nerds?
Oh, hey, look who decided to show up.
Yeah. This looks sweet.
We are so close.
Yeah, I think everything should just line up from here. Nice. Moment of truth. You ready, boys? Sure hope this thing works.
Hit it!
Give me power. That's all I got. So I don't know how to play really. One thing everyone glosses over that builds guitars on the internet, I think, is how difficult it actually is to get the guitar to sound the way it's supposed to.
Finally, after multiple weeks of heartache and literally a borderline heart attack, she is done. And I cannot wait to show you this girl.
Check her out.
What's up? Okay, hey, bam! Way to mess that up, John. We just watched the video and it's terrible.
Yeah.
You know what? We're gonna surprise Matt though, because he doesn't know about it.
It was supposed to be your Christmas present.
Okay, so there we go. That was
And it took longer
it's a
than
little
expected.
late.
It's not an acoustic, I can tell you that.
Get it? Yes, it's the Bullet guitar. Yes, it's from John. That fucker. I thought John forgot about me. It was like 2 years ago almost, right?
We dumped some casings in a guitar.
Yes.
Then all the freedom.
Holy shit. I don't even know how one does this. And my fucking name is engraved in there? I gotta get guitar lessons. Dude, this is fucking epic, dudes. Thank you. See where he cut some of the brass to get that flat line mold and then put another layer of epoxy on it, or whatever it is. That's cool. This is so epic. Thank you, John.
Thank you guys so much for checking this out. If you want to see more from Black Rifle Coffee, they're linked right here. And if you want to see me pour 5,000 bullets into a table for them, got that video queued up for you right here.